Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I'm on the Regal Princess. We just left Ireland, and what better way to cheer on Ireland than with a good swig of Guinness. What? Okay, it's a souvenir. But we got some news going on right now. We have some news of Virgin Cruise Line canceling some of their cruises coming up later on at the beginning of next year because they say they received feedback and they're listening. We also have a passenger who was fined over $1,000 because he had something he shouldn't have had on board. We have the announcement of who the Carnival Venezia's new godfather is. That's right, godfather. And I want to just say hi to everybody that I've met so far on this cruise. It's been a lot of fun. First off, the resilient lady. She's canceling a bunch of cruises in Australia. 4 cruises, and they're offering full refunds, or you can take that money and move it to another sailing. Just take the money and book something else, whatever you want, right? I don't understand. Unless they're going to give you bonus onboard credits, why take the future cruise credits? Or if they're going to okay, future cruise credits, we're going to give you 125% future cruise credits. No, apparently they're just canceling it, and you can get your money back or you can move it over. I'd get my money back and go from there, because then you can choose whatever you want in the future. But yeah, they're saying that they're listening to sailors and travel agents who have told them in Australia they like shorter round-trip cruises. So, okay, I guess, although I know of a lot of cruises in Australia, there's 7-day, there's 10-day, there's 12 days. I don't know how long Virgin was planning on going on, but apparently most people are telling them, we would like to leave and arrive back at the same port. So if you leave from Sydney, we'd love to get back to Sydney and not have to schedule from 2 different airports and possibly 2 different hotels for pre and post night. So they say they're listening and they're changing it up, and they are canceling those cruises. As far as the itinerary, those itineraries each had around 5 port calls, and Virgin says, yeah, right now they don't know what the port calls will be. They just know they're changing it. All right. Be nice if you had all your ducks in a row before announcing changes, but I guess we'll go with they're just changing it. Now, we had that article a little while back on John Heal's page, on his Facebook page, where somebody was saying, do you really need to have those dogs on the cruise ships? And they are drug-sniffing dogs, and they are there to try and combat the amount of drugs, not just hard drugs like cocaine smuggling and things like that, and it's also to stop passengers from sneaking drugs on board and smoking in their cabins, on their stateroom balconies, etc. And they will often bring the dogs down the corridor, and those dogs can sniff out anybody who's been, using marijuana in their stateroom. Well, one passenger found out the hard way last week when a random security check, a dog was going up and down the hallway, stopped at this door, said, hey, bing, something's in that direction. And they searched the room. Sure enough, they found around $1,800 worth of marijuana in the stateroom. The passenger was charged, and the passenger was fined $1,000. You would think the fine would equal what the drug costs are, but I mean, if you can afford $1,800 worth of marijuana, I'm sure you can afford the $1,000 fine. that you use to smoke it. But yeah, just to be safe and just to be secure, remember, they are checking, and those dogs are on there for a reason, and if I can smell it from my balcony, 6 balconies away from where you are lighting up on your balcony, I'm pretty sure that dog is going to sniff out exactly where it is as well. Next, the Carnival Venezia, I think I'm pronouncing it that way, one of the Costa ships that was taken from Costa, reimagined in the Carnival color scheme, and it's going to be a little bit of Italian and Carnival all mixed in one. Well, the new godfather is going to be Jay Leno. Well-known comedian, late-night talk show host. I like Jay Leno. I used to watch him quite a bit, and yeah, I wonder if he'll ever do any like comedy specials, like be the guest comedian one night on the Carnival Venezia, his god ship, right? That would be kind of cool to see him live, just randomly show up one celebration, like on their 1-year anniversary or something along his birthday. Something kind of cool. I think that would be really neat to get on board. And hey, Jay Leno is the comedian. I don't know if he's working too much right now, but maybe another gig would help. He's doing all right. Have you seen his car collection? He's doing pretty darn good. And finally, I like to just say hi to everybody that's come up to me. Sometimes I've had a lot longer to chat than I have. Sometimes we're on our way to an excursion. Sometimes I've met people out on the excursions and walking around towns and that. And I try and spend as much time as I possibly can. If you ask for photos, of course I'm going to take photos. I'm always amazed that anyone wants to have a picture with me. But and it's really funny because I probably have taken posed for pictures with people well over 5,000-6,000 times now, and I'm always in this position. So yeah, I would love to get everybody to send me one of those pictures and email it to me, and I would make a montage where everyone's posing around me in all these different pictures, and I'm always in that one position. But everyone has been really nice. I've met people who said, "Hey, are you Don?" to people who said, "Don!" like this, or "My neighbors watch you and Tony, and we gotta, they're gonna be crazy that we saw you, and I gotta get a picture to prove that I saw you," and things like that. And it's still bewilders me that people are that happy to see me, and I'm extremely happy to see them as well. And when I hear that, oh, my friend really loves watching you and things like that, and they're gonna go, I always try and say, well, what's your friend's name? And I grab their phone and I make a quick video saying hi to Bob or Carol or Sam or whoever it is on the other end, just as a personal thank you for watching and a personal thank you for saying, hey, you gotta get a picture with them. Well, I try to do, if I can, one better. Hopefully I have time that we're not in the middle of an excursion and I'm following a tour guide. It makes it a lot harder to stop and talk when you're trying to keep up with the guides. But yeah, both passengers on this cruise have been great. The crew have been absolutely amazing on the Regal Princess. I'm going to say that right now. I'll do a review on the Regal Princess. There's some things that I'm not a fan of as far as being an older ship is concerned, and some things I'm a big fan of being the older ship. But one of the things definitely is not service and not the crew as far as one of the bad things. They are definitely at a high level on this ship. I have not had any problems. The main dining staff has been great. The buffet staff has been great. Customer service has been great. The people getting on and off the ship, running the tenders, great. Stateroom, great. Buffet people walking around, service, great. Cleanliness staff, great. Just great. Entertainment, great. Just great and friendly. What I mean, I'm not saying the shows are amazing. I'm saying the people. Right down from the sisters who are the violinists on board to the entertainment director, Allie. Everybody has been friendly, super happy, and in a good mood, and running around, and just you cannot sit there for a half a second without somebody coming to see if you need anything. we're sitting down the bar, we finished our drinks, and they come over and oh, by the way, we're closing up the little buffet thing over there in a minute. Would you like to grab us? Or would you like me to grab something for you before we close it down? Like things like that, little touches like that with a big smile on their face really makes things happen on this cruise. So, Captain, on the Regal Princess, you got a darn fine crew. Hotel director, you're doing pretty darn well. I have not seen anybody complaining out there. I'm not complaining. I think your staff has been absolutely wonderful on the ship, at least so far. And hey, I'm going into day 9 on my 12-day cruise. So hats off to the staff and the crew on board. And thanks everyone who's taking the time out to come and say hi. I really, really do appreciate that. And thanks again to everybody out there who finds the time to just sit there and watch 10 minutes of my life here on cruising. And I hope you get some information from it. Speaking of that, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.